gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jamie Collins able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. They took things on store here today, Tom.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Detroit! Detroit!
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Holden. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 47-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play backfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who had over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. To the left side, and complete for Amari Cooper. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him a gain of 38.
The defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in and start the battle in the trenches. They ran there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch it now, Barney!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gone!
2nd down, Mayfield. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
56.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
First carry now for Kofari Muhammad. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it will go down outside of the pocket. knocks him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Red, son!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's complete. It's the Carter-Cooper connection. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. And I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Underneath. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Porter. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have moved out in front. The play after is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. First down, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Running one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go. We're on
The
the
second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, gotta go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spilling away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, man.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, dude, we'll see if they can pick it up. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back in.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Here we go now!
Play fake. Mayfield looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's going to be taken down with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We're go! Let's go!
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They can't find anywhere to go, and it goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Lamar shows the agility. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
His second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Steps away to his left. Now it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And open left side, it's Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he goes, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
You see it?
Taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
That gets him the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. He can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatlining. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of them, and the inside half.
And taking the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation.
Front here late, but the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could go back at you a long way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And an alley to run. Martavis Bryant. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to play.
He's taken down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. It's complete. Hooper. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Gone!
Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.